What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys with the last monsters for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Duelist Synchro Storm, known in the OCG as Duelist Pack, Duelist of the Gale, or Duelist of the Whirlwind, whichever one of when they want to translate it to. But we're here to talk about the Speedroids, the last addition to the 3-in-1 set. And here's the thing, a little bit of knowledge. I actually like the Speedroids. I wanted to get a couple of the Speedroid cards, and it could be a potential that these cards do get reprinted. So I'm very, very excited about this. Also, I'm very, very excited about some of the new additions to the Speedroids because, as you can see right here, this cute little guy caught my eye. And this is a really good tuner. Yes, it is a tuner, and I cannot wait. And we got a lot of really good cards for Speedroid. So if you're a Speedroid player, or you like the Speedroid engine, or, excuse me, you're a Wind Duelist, you're going to love the new Speedroid support. So, why don't we go ahead and we go through it. So, first off is this cute little guy here. This is, oh, well, that's the picture. Cute little guy. Oh, okay, so adorable. So, this is Speedroid Party Horn Kid. Level 4, Wind Attribute, Machine Type Tuner Monster. 1000 attack and defense. You can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn each. If this card is normal or special summon, you can excavate the top card of your deck equal to the number of other wind monsters you control. Add one excavated card to your hand. Also, place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one level 3 or higher wind monster you control. Reduce its level by 2. So, then we have this creature right here. This is Speedroid Magic Hound. Level 3, Wind Attribute, Machine Type Monster. 800 attack and defense. You can only use this card's second effect once per turn. When this card is normal summon, you can send one Speedroid card from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn this card was sent there, you can banish this card and target one Speedroid monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, you special summon one Speedroid Synchro monster with the same level but a different name from your extra deck, and its effects are negated. Then we have the Synchro monster. This is High Speedroid Croak Blaster, known in OCG as High Speedroid Croak 10. This is a level 3 Wind Attribute Synchro Tuner monster. 500 attack, 1000 defense. Requirements: 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner. You can only use the effects of this card's name once per turn. You can access summon monsters for the rest of the turn after you've activated this effect, except for wind monsters. If this card is synchro summoned, you can activate one of the following effects. Add one Speedroid spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. If this card was synchro summoned using only Speedroid monsters as material, and all the monsters were used for the synchro summon are in the graveyard, special summon them. Then we have High Speedroid Clearwing Rider, known as High Speedroid Wing Rider. I know it's the same thing. Why do they have the dash in the middle? That's stupid. Anyway, this is level 11, Wind Attribute Machine Type Synchro Monster. 3,500 attack, 2,000 defense. Requirements: 1 wind tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner wind synchro monsters. Once a turn, you can roll a 6-sided dice and shuffle wind monsters from your graveyard into the deck up to the result. Then you can destroy your opponent's cards your opponent controls up to the number of numbers shuffled. And if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card destroyed by its effect until the end of the turn. The second effect is during your opponent's main phase. Quick effect. You contribute this synchro summon card, then special summon 2 level 7 wind synchro monsters with different names from your extra deck. The last of the new cards is Speedroid Doppelgate, normal trap card. You can only use this card's second effect once per duel. Its first effect: banish 1 wind monster from your graveyard, then target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Its second effect: during your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Speedroid monster you control, reduce its level by 1, and if you do, special summon this card as a normal monster. Machine Tuner, level 1, Wind Attribute, 0 attack, 0 defense. This card is not treated as a trap card. Then they have reprints of Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Chucky Tamborg, Terra Top. We have Denko Duke, and we have Speedroid Car Turbo. So the Speedroid lineup is sick in this portion of the Duelist set. And this is awesome. This is great. First off, let's talk about this synchro monster, this tuner monster. Let's talk about Speedroid Party Horn Kid. This is awesome. I think his name will probably be changed a little more just so that it doesn't sound a little too risque off the top of it. Probably the Party Kid Scorn, maybe. There's something to translate it so that it doesn't come up too awkward. But first of all, I love this artwork of this card. It is adorable. I also love the fact that this card is focusing on Wind Synchro Summon. Because if most people don't remember, the thing about the Speedroids is that a lot of their core in the Krillwing core is, well, all wind. So this is a great boost for decks that run wind synchro monsters, that want a great portion of wind monsters. And funny enough, I also want to put this out there. We still have the Wind Witch that could definitely combine with this to give us even more plays. Everything here literally is a combination of wind, 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 and more wind. The fact that you have a synchro monster deck with normal or special escalates your deck to give you a card for each wind monster you control, just so that you can set up for more plays. Then on top of that, it has the ability to banish itself to target any level 3 or higher wind monster on the field and reduce its level, which gives that more range for more materials for Synchro Summon, because there are a lot of other monsters in the game that say if you have certain other monsters in corresponding to the Synchro Summon, that more effects will go off. Then let's talk about Magic Hound. Magic Hound is a great addition to the deck as well. The fact that it can send a Speedroid card from the deck to the graveyard, and I do believe there are a lot of Speedroid cards that can benefit from this. Not to mention itself, because it has the ability to set up Speedroids so that you can set summon a Speedroid Synchro monster with the same level but a different name, which in correspondence can summon Crook Blaster, which this is going to set up for that big crystal wing synchro monster. The fact that it has the ability to, it has the corresponding effect of being summoned thanks to Magic Hound. Then on top of that, it has the ability to add Speedroid spells or traps from your deck to your hand. It can um, it's able to special summon other material that's used for its synchro summon if you use Speedroids for its summon. So that also gives you the fact that you can combine this monster, you can set this monster synchro summon up with someone like Speedroid Party Horn Kid and get that going. So that, yeah, that's already a great setup there. Let's also talk about this monster, because there was a lot of conversations about this monster earlier today. The high speed Roy Clearwing Rider. Um, Literally a wind tuner and non-wind tuner synchro monsters. That's not going to be hard, because wind has a ton of support for itself. There's a ton of wind synchro monsters you can easily benefit from this. You have the ability to basically thrash your opponent's field based on the number of wind monsters you're going to be sending back to the deck, depending on the roll of the die, then getting an attack from it for every card that you destroy with this card's effect. I also want to take mention to the fact that this monster is based off of Yugo's Dual Rider, and the fact that his ace is Clearwing Synchro Dragon, who's in the background in the shadow. Like that's some nice details there. Now, let's talk about this whole wind synchro setup, because there are a good handful of level 7 wind synchro monsters. Two of them are versions of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. For one is Clearwing Synchro Dragon. The other one is the Pendulum monster that is based off of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. There's a couple of Gene X's. There's the Mist Valley monster. There's a whole lot of wind that, surprisingly enough, are level 7. Some of them aren't good, which, to each his own. However, there can be some use to them. So, don't let that stop you just because Wynn's earlier history of extra deck cards is not too good outside of what I had a couple of monsters. Some of them, unfortunately, were level 8. But yeah, don't let this be a downfall. Take this as an advantage because then you can exceed summon into stuff. Yeah, you're locked into win, but do you remember that there are certain cards that are win that you can easily take advantage of? Like, I don't know, make a fan of Beast Draco Sack. Take advantage of a lot of the win synchro monsters' abilities to bounce stuff off the field, to remove stuff from the game, to amplify their attack power, to give other monsters on the field additional attack power or additional abilities. So, like I said, this is great. This is great. This is a great improvement to wind. It's like this is the year of the wind, isn't it? Like the wind is blowing and all the wind archetypes is just in the wind and then they're just moving around. You got some more, you got harpies, you got the floor, you got the bird up and everybody is just floating in the wind. Wind. This is literally 2021 is year of the wind. If you're a wind duelist, this is your year because everything is whooshing in your direction. Like this, there's so many things you can easily do with a monster like this, and how beneficial it is not just for its own archetype, but just for other archetypes that are wind and they don't get enough support. The trap card is not too bad, but the fact that it can make itself a monster is really good. It's actually really good. Level 1 monster at that. Level 1 tuner, yeah. That's really good. And then the fact that it can reduce the level of a Speedroid monster by 1. That can get some plays there. And then I've already said it, but I do enjoy the reprints, especially of Teki Timborg and Terratop, because I believe they're somewhat expensive right now. I have a funny feeling. I think I have one of the two of these. Or I think I have all of them, actually. Terratop and Teki Timborg. Because I just wanted to say I wanted to have Teki Timborg and Terratop. I might go and get some Windwitch stuff, too. Just cause. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up the video here. So let me know what you guys think of the new inclusion of the new Speedroid support. Will you be playing it? What things you would like to see from this? What combinations are you going to be playing around with? And do you think it's splashable? Would you like to see it splash into other wind decks? And what benefits could you see from that? So let me know all that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. Next to the description box, hit the notification bell so you guys can be informed of when I do upload more content. And of course, in the description box below is all of my social media links: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. And also, if you want to support the channel, the Patreon is there. You can give a little if you would like, just to help out. No rush, no need to worry. If you do not, that's perfectly fine. Like I say always. So, thanks everybody, and I will catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.